First opened in 2002. There's a look inside Ford Field here in downtown Detroit, the Motor City. Both teams emerging from the Ford Field tunnels just a short time ago. And, of course, the loudest cheers were reserved for the hometown Lions. They're set to go as they will match up with the Miami Dolphins. And we will not get a run back here to start. It's a touchback, and it will come out to the 25. On first down, Tagovailoa steps away to his left. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. 5 yards on the game's first play, second down.
At the 30-yard line.
From the gun, it's Tua. They'll swing this out to Fournette. And he goes out right around the 39.
I like it, I like it, I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so. It gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it and really gets them amped up as they go forward.
Tua now on first down. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
Even in today's NFL, when we think of the tight end position now as really a glorified wide receiver, we're still asking a lot of those guys. They have to block as well, and every now and then, they don't come down with the football.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. Now this is intercepted. He was trying to get it to Davis. He's picked off near his own 48. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line. Well, it's no secret he's had trouble this year with interceptions, and this is a bad start for him. First drive, throwing another pick.
No matter who's broadcasting his game, that's how the conversation begins. Throwing too many interceptions. Can he take care of the football? If I were his backup, I'd be edging towards the coaches and saying, hey, how about giving me an opportunity?
Blau, as they will look to throw on first down. And that's out to the flat for Swift. So the completion good for 6 yards, and it'll make it 2nd down. This defense for the Dolphins, they really played well a week ago in that win over the Jets.
And one of the key things you always look for when you're evaluating a defense is how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get per game? And how about last week's game? That number? 6. Absolutely phenomenal performance. They were on top of their game right from the first snap.
First carry for DeAndre Swift. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, where that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
The first carry now for the BYU man. It's Jamal Williams. He'll have a first down inside the 10. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Jamal Williams, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Lions are going to take a first-quarter lead. Hopkins with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. On the ground, this is Leonard Fournette. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
That play reminded me a lot of a former teammate of mine. We used to call him the trash man. His ability to sift through traffic and make plays was uncanny.
And that's exactly what you want from your Mike linebacker. Third and 1, and Tua wants to throw it. Open man is Miller. He's got it. Oh, he's got a little daylight. There he goes, right side. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Scotty Miller, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Their dreams of an undefeated season shattered with the loss a week ago. Now, look, whenever an undefeated team goes down, you always hear some say, well, they needed that. I don't know, Charles. Is that a narrative that you buy into?
Well, I haven't met a coach yet that feels like they needed that loss. You know, that's not something that they're in favor of. But I do know this. People like us, our colleagues, all of us in the media, constantly hammering a team that's undefeated. Hey, do you think you can do it the whole season? Can you carry it the whole way? That does wear down a group, and sometimes that loss, get us off your back, you can move forward from there.
Blau. Looking for Pettis, but that's intercepted. Picked up by Javon Holland. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. So the interception there. And, Charles, I'd imagine that's something you can maybe live with in December, but not come January.
And I love how you make the distinction there. You're talking about regular season versus the postseason, the playoffs. Because these guys, they've already clinched a playoff spot, but they know, looking ahead, when they get into the postseason, they've got to take better care of the football because turnovers in that situation, they really become magnified.
After the turnover, it's Tua. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked by Tarvarius Moore. And the Lions are going to take over at their own 30-yard line.
And that's what we've seen from this defense all year long because they've been so good at finding ways to take the football away. And they just gave us another example right here. A strong defense, that's something you're going to need to rely on come playoff time. And this crew has got one. There's no doubt about that, Brandon.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
Check, check. Lucky, lucky, lucky. Hey, switch gears, switch gears.
They stay on the ground this time. It's Williams. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. Throwing is Blau. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked off by Jerome Baker. And not the first quarter that he was hoping for. Now 2 interceptions thrown.
Well, the good ones, they find a way to compartmentalize, right? Put these behind them, have that short memory, but understand why they threw the 2 interceptions. They go on and usually play a pretty decent game. Other quarterbacks, they have a hard time getting past it and often put the ball up for grabs the rest of the ball game.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Forced out to his left. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Tua Tagovailoa. A 16-yard touchdown run. And the Dolphins have taken the lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that makes the score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And that one will bounce out. Out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Here's Dalton. He'll get this off to Swift. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. And he will have a 1st down as they get him to the ground at the 37.
I don't know about you, but that almost felt like old-time football there. 3rd and 2 is not necessarily just a running down anymore. A lot of times they want to throw the ball. They went back to the roots and powered forward and got the 1st down.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Dalton here from the gun. It's caught by Bryant. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
It's vitally important to wrap him up immediately because if you let that big guy get ahead of steam up, boy, then you've got real trouble trying to get him down.
But they're able to hold him to a short gain on 1st down. Dalton sets up play action. Rolling to his left. There's the Washington Husky. It's Dante Pettis. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. He was out there waving his arms. And when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
It's our time. Hey, Mike 51, Mike 51. Let's get it together, defense.
On 1st and 10, here's Andy Dalton, eluding the pressure right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
51, Mike. Mike 51. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
On 2nd down, Swift. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score.
Watch the slant. Watch the slant. Watch the slant. Kill.
Dalton, 1st and 10. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago, because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Now Dalton. He's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. A great play there with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Lions are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Now we remember, of course, all scoring plays need to be verified upstairs, and I think they're going to at least take a look at this. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game. Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop. Quick pass out to Miller. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked by Tracy Walker. And he will bring it back. Interception return for the Lions, touchdown. It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He didn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry. Extra point good by Hopkins. And the lead is now 21-14. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. And they gave up the pick 6, and now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, Are you a little more cautious this go around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up, but you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful, because those defensive guys, I know the reputation defense guys can't catch. All evidence to the contrary on that last possession, though.
And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. They'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's third down. Going to the air. Tagovailoa. And that is incomplete.
So many times we talk about coverage, we're just talking about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
It's a 45-yard punt, just a 1-yard return, and the Lions will take over. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing, because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Here's 2nd and 10. From the gun, here's Swift. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback on the expected passing situation.
51 for Mike, boy, 51. Hey, Cam. Mike 51.
Third down, a shot here for Dalton. Well, he'll find Hall. And he is going to have the Lions first down as they're able to get the third down. Conversion.
First down. First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
First and 10 for Dalton. In trouble, and he's taken down. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's 2nd down.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game, watching this offensive line, because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit. Right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way to all get on the same page.
After the sack on first down, Dalton. That's complete to his receiver, Pettis.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. The Lions on third down. They've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Throwing, Dalton. And that is incomplete. Oh, he did everything but hold on to it. But a nice play defensively, and now it brings up 4th down. On 4th down, J.K. Scott ready to punt it away. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. A little too amped up there, got to him before he had a chance to catch it.
Another example of players in tough spots getting the protection that they deserve. Got to make sure that he's able to catch the ball before you get to him.
Now it's 1st and 10 after a costly penalty there on 4th down. Looking to pass. Tua. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Miller. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6. At the 30-yard line.
And they'll try the jet sweep here. Well, we've seen running backs in today's NFL get involved in the passing game. Maybe it's about time more receivers like that get involved in the running game.
And that is something we are seeing more and more in this league, no question about it. That wasn't the biggest of gains. That was enough to get them a 1st down. And it continues to test the defense. They have to think on every play about who might end up with the ball.
Tua's throw here taken in by Gesicki. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. Out of the pistol, it's Fournette. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. From the 30 on 2nd down, Tua on the right side, open is Gesicki. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22. And a nice milestone reached on that last throw is here late in the season. He goes over 4,000 yards passing.
And he's really thrown the ball well all season long. Had some big games along the way. He's inspired his receiving corps to go out and make plays for him in each and every ball game.
Fournette, a 1st down carry. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. The free safety roaming all the way up to the line of scrimmage to make that stop.
How about his ability to trust his eyes and figure out it was not a pass play and go fast towards the line of scrimmage in order to make that tackle.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Now Tua. Touchdown, Dolphins. It's complete. Leonard Fournette with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Dolphins are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And we are tied here in the 2nd quarter. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Tie ball game, still a little more than a minute to go in the half. The question, can they put something together here, try to take that lead into intermission?
I would have to think that would be the goal for sure. I don't think you sit on anything here. Here's your opportunity. Push it downfield. As you mentioned, it's a tie game. So minus a disaster on your part, you've got that in your back pocket. Go ahead and try and get some points and feel great going into the half.
Now he'll get this into the hands of Swift once again. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
We want it. They go 368. Check 49. Check 49. Mike 51. 368. Watch the screen. Pass. 51 to Mike.
Passing. It's Dalton. Buying time to his left. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Second down at 4.
Eat. I got one. Mike, 55. Right there in the middle. 5 10. Mike, 55.
From the gun, Dalton looks to throw. That ball nearly intercepted. The rookie had his hands on it but couldn't pull it in.
Tremendous coverage there. Just did not catch the football and complete the interception. But what do they say all the time? If he had really good hands, he'd be playing offense.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down.
44. There you go.
To throw here, Dalton. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. Here's J.K. Scott set to do the punting honors. This is taken at about the 14. 6-yard return after a punt of 48. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they will not really have time to do much of anything. 15 seconds, all that remains before halftime. Tua now on 1st down. This one complete to Jalen Waddle. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
1st down, Miami.
Here's Tagovailoa on 1st and 10. And the pressure gets there, and Tua is going to be taken down. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll head down to Orlando. That's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
With both of these offenses having their way, it's not likely they'll need to be doing a whole lot at halftime. But the defenses are definitely in need of some adjusting. And for the call of the second half, let's go back out to Brandon and Charles.
Yeah, Coach, certainly no shortage of action in those first 2 quarters. Definitely got to work on my touchdown calls, so we'll see how much voice I have left for the second half here. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic, no need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple.
Mike 5-4. Mike 5-4. I got you.
Once again, it's Swift. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard. The good run on first down followed up by a not-so-good run on second down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on third down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
Let's set a tone. Five. Mike 51. Hey, let's calm down.
They'll try and run here with Swift. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. 53 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
First down at the 43-yard line.
Watch the run.
Right there. 54. Right there. 54.
Now Dalton with a 1st and 10. And he's going to lose a yard or two, taken down behind the line. Jason Pierre-Paul able to record his 5th sack of the season. And for the defense, their 3rd sack of the game.
That number tells you that they're starting to put it together with their defensive game plan. They're starting to feel pretty good about what the offense is doing, bringing the pressure at the right time, and putting the quarterback on the ground.
Kill. Hey, turn it up. Fight it.
To try again after the sack. Dalton. That's complete to Swift out of the backfield. And he's got another 1st down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 43.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
We got to get to the ball. Let's keep moving.
A 1st down throw coming for Dalton. This one swung out to Williams. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. And that's good for a gain of 6. And it'll be a 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
You got tight right there.
Spawn.
And Dalton to throw. He'll drop this one off to Swift. And he's got another 1st down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 23. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
Check 26.
On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. So a decent game, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. Only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20.
51
So Dalton now. He'll find Swift out of the backfield. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. It's a big play, yet amazingly, because of how far they had to go, they're still looking at a 2nd down here. Out of the gun, it's Dalton. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. Holding on to the football becoming a little bit of an issue. He had 2 fumbles last week, remember.
I played for a guy that used to talk all the time about creating turbulence in the pocket, making the quarterback jumpy, make him antsy, keep getting after him a little bit, and make sure he thinks about holding on to the ball because you're going after him.
And he'll work this one up to about the 38. Dorian O'Daniel, 3rd-round pick in 2018, made the tackle.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. From the gun, it's Tua. Over the middle, complete. It's Miller. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
Finding Miller once more, complete. A gain of 6 there on first. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. That's complete to his running back, Carter. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out.
Well, this has certainly been a nice drive with the way they've spread the football around. Here, they even get the fullback involved in the passing game. That's got to cause a lot of consternation on the defensive side. You've got to cover him, too. That makes things really difficult.
And he'll run here with Carter. And trying to push forward, but he is going to be stuffed up in the backfield. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
After a play like that, there should be congratulations all the way around, I think, because if you can stop a big fullback like that, that's not easily done.
Yeah, he does not go down easily, you're right, but he did there. On 2nd and 12, Tua. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. It'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack, and it's 3rd down. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. He'll get this to his tight end, Gesicki. They'll wind up with 17 on that one, but they're still a bit short here for 4th.
And that big gain may just change the thought process here on 4th down. I think in the red zone, they might now consider going for it on 4th down.
So 4th down, Tua departs, and on is Jason Sanders and the Dolphin field goal unit. Sanders' kick is good. And with it, they'll take the lead at 24-21. So they wind up turning the turnover into points as they convert there for 3.
Yeah, that was a nice job there to force the fumble. They recover, hand things over to their offense, and then the offense went down and got them 3. That alone, that's not enough to win a game, but both units able to do their jobs on these last 2 drives.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal and they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive a little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown, but they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach will be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield, punch in the end zone without turning it over.
Now it's 2nd and 9. Dalton sets up play action. Out to his left. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. The improv act there, good for 9, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd and short, 3rd and 1. James has got it, complete. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line.
They gave him the option there on 3rd and short, runner pass, you choose. And he decided to fling it out to the perimeter. And that was the right call as they pick up the first down.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
51 to Mike. 51 to Mike. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Hey, Mike 51. Mike 51. Tackle. Tackle. Slam. Slam. Slam.
Now Dalton. Being chased out left. And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a halt. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down. Here's Dalton. They go with a shuffle pass, and it's complete. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. Only able to gain a couple there, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down.
Watch the run. Watch the run. Watch the run. Go, Mike 51. Mike 51.
Dalton now to pass. Will find Bryant, his tight end. It's complete. And he is going to have a Lions first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
44. There you go.
They'll run on 1st down. Swift, and he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Mike 51. 368. Let's make these babies cry all the way back home, yo. Let's make these babies.
Right back to Swift again on 2nd down. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Yeah, Williams is going to be stopped short of the yellow line. He did not get there. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. So on comes the kicker, Dustin Hopkins, in a big spot. From the right hash, it's a 46-yard attempt. And Hopkins' kick is good. And in the 4th quarter, this game is tied. Well, he was a spectator for much of this game. This is his first field goal opportunity of the entire contest, but he's able to connect.
Yeah, he had a pretty good seat to this one, didn't he? But let's face it, all kickers that you and I know, they want to contribute. They want their opportunity, and he seized his.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And we essentially have a brand new ball game. After that last field goal has tied us all up, we brace for what should be an exciting rest of this fourth quarter. And with a flag down, he goes down. So they're able to sack him. Now the penalty looks like it could be holding. Let's find out. Now they face a second and long following the holding penalty. Here's Tua. And this is incomplete. Oh, he looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in. The Dolphins on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 19. Tua sets up to pass it. And this would have been intercepted if he could have gotten the feet in. Instead, it's incomplete. Boy, that really could have turned this one upside down. The Dolphins will send out the punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Now, after the punt on that play, we've got a man down on the field. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 38. They start the drive on the ground. It's Williams. Williams is going to have the first down and a little more. And finally taken down at the 44-yard line. 42 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary, and that led to a really nice gain.
On the ground, this is Williams. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Watch the out. 54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Watch the pass. Watch the pass. Pass it. 54.
On 2nd down, Swift. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8. So 3rd down, but you got to think they'd like to get closer, even in a dome with good kicking conditions for a possible field goal. Getting down to the good stuff, all tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. And they're facing a big 3rd down now in this tie ball game. Andy Dalton. It's caught on the right side, Williams. And he'll go down to the ground at the 39, and obviously that's well short of the first. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down. Gosh, given the time and the short game, would he have been better off just dropping that?
Yeah, when you look at the clock, you think so, but it's hard to get a receiver to drop a football. They're trained to catch everything.
And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good. And a costly one there as this game remains tied here in the 4th. What a tough spot to miss a kick. Just an absolute letdown.
Look, they got themselves in the field goal range, gave them a chance to take the lead. They come up empty, and now you wonder, Will their offense ever see the football again?
Yeah, because on the other side, one through the post, and this thing could be over. They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
They have 3 tight ends in that formation. That's almost a universal sign that they're planning to run the football. But how about the defense there? They met force with force and caused a stack up behind the line of scrimmage and threw him for a loss.
Here's Tua. And that's into the hands of Gesicki. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
Tagovailoa. To the right side, complete to Miller. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the 1st down. And that's what he just did.
Here's a give to Fournette, and he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. Again, it's Fournette. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30. The Lions now going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the 4th. By the way, you'd be looking at about a 47-yarder from here as they come up on an important 3rd down. Now Tua just going to back this forward on the end around. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
And they're going to get the timeout called. What a finish. We're down to 4 seconds to go in this football game. So it all rests now on the right foot of Jason Sanders. And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call. So it all rests now on the right foot of Jason Sanders. He's hit on his one earlier attempt tonight, but this a little more pressure packed for the win. And his kick is absolutely perfect. And the Dolphins have taken the lead here in the 4th. So a victory here for the Miami Dolphins. And they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage.